Fellow Americans, on this episode we're going to look at the state of the hobby. We're also going to check out an upcoming set that I think we need to watch, and, of course, talk about a crazy $800,000 Michael Jordan rookie card scam that's been making some headlines. Plus, we're going to give away some cards at the end, so don't go anywhere. But first, here's your intro. So on Wednesday, On Wednesday, I watched the State of the Union, and it inspired me to do a State of the Hobby. So, just so happens we publish a monthly article that's the perfect snapshot to determine industry health. So we're going to just talk through that. We're going to make some big picture assumptions and call out some trends that we're seeing from that report. Not sure how we're going to do this part since this is a video, but I'm going to need precisely half of you to stand up and applaud raucously every time I finish a sentence, and the other half to just sit there stoically like you watched me run over your puppy. Figured that out in the comments section, something like that. Before we start, we're going to do a little costume change. We've got to get into character. All right. Got this hat. Relax. I bought it just for this bit in 2016. So we're going to change. Here it is. Here's the article. It's the March 2025 Sports Card Grading Trends Report. So a lot of this information is pulled from GymRate and just everything that PSA and the other grading companies disclose. I'm thankful I don't write it. There's a lot of numbers crunching here, but it is also one of my favorite monthly reports to read. We've talked about them before here, but want to talk about what we're seeing. So everything's growing. That's the bottom line. The biggest takeaway is that everything is growing. The growth has just slowed month over month from January to February. We're up 5% last month. TCG is growing like crazy. 726,000 submissions. Pokemon right now is having a moment, and I've been getting into Pokemon a little bit this year because it does seem like there's some very apparent growth, and now I'm making videos for other people who are kind of like myself, sports card collectors that are also looking to dabble in something else that might be, kind of fun and out of the box. So we're doing some Pokemon stuff. I will do whatever when it comes to sports cards if I think that there's a trend. So we're getting into TCG, as is apparently everybody else. 726,000. The next closest was baseball with 256,000. PSA's gap is also increasing. For just overall grading submissions, PSA was up 11% movement from January, and the next biggest competitor, CGC, was down 6%. It's crazy. Everybody else is falling too. SGC down 14%. BGS down 17. It's like people are seeing numbers from BGS in particular and moving to PSA. I mean, SGC was not very strong either. Decade-wise, ultra-modern stuff is graded the most. SGC still seems to have the majority of the older stuff. I don't know why that is, but right in here, the 1980s and older, a lot of that's going to SGC. That's kind of their lion's share of the market. So, gym rates, PSA TCG cards are gymming at the highest rate, so perhaps the quality control of Pokemon cards from 2020 and beyond is better than, Prism sports cards or whatever. But it does seem like TCG gyms at a higher rate. They also, I think Pokemon cards have curved edges, so that's one thing that, you would imagine would help the corner grades be better since they don't have corners. Michael Jordan, Shohei, Victor Wembanyama, these guys have just been staples in the top 3 to 5. Paul Skeens, Caitlin Clark, and Skeens and Jaden Daniels are also coming like perennial top 10 guys. And we have a new one. Bo Nix has broken into the top 10 this month. Congrats, Bo. Now, there's a salute for you too, sir. Good work by Bo, getting a lot of cards graded. Pikachu, Charizard, Umbreon. Umbreon's a new one to me. I know Eevee, I know Mew, Mewtwo, I know all them. Don't know Umbreon. So Umbreon is apparently really growing in market share. He's up 43%. He, she, it. And in our combined characters and athletes list, Pikachu, Charizard, and Umbreon is here. We gotta answer this. Is Umbreon even a Pokemon? I've been buying the old stuff. Umbreon looks like that. I've been buying the stuff that I remember from like 2005. Charizard, Pikachu, those ones. Onyx, I think he's cool. I used to like him. Michael Jordan is losing to Umbreon, Charizard, and Pikachu. Perhaps this is the leaked plotline of Space Jam 3. It's him fighting manga monsters to reclaim, top athlete rights. Prism Football is the most graded set by a landslide. It was up 233%, obviously, as people have had time to open the product and get submissions in. It's nice to see Topps update fall a little bit for a while, and I'm gonna make another video on this. I've done it before. I talked about it quite a bit. It's one of my soapboxes. I'm tired of Topps with their like, hey, we acquired whatever, LeBron's arm sleeve from his 50,000 point game. We're putting it in one card, and now we're going to sell 47,000 of them to you for $10 each, with the hopes that it's basically the lottery, right? One of you guys is going to pull this insane one of one. I'm not into it. I think your odds are even better in just buying hobby boxes, and that doesn't say a whole lot. But anyways, the big picture here is that at the end of the month, what we can say is Pokemon is having a moment. Pokemon cards are just soaring right now. Again, just watch the video I published Wednesday for a feel on how much Pokemon has grown. Even just this year, we're up like 30% this year, up 2,600% since 2005. It's outperforming some of these like blue chip stocks. So Pokemon might not be a bad thing to get into, and there's a lot of reasons you should consider it, reasons that I outlined in my video. Next up though, wait, I'll change hats, we'll put it away. Alright, we're back. Next up, we're talking about a man pleading guilty to an $800,000 Fleer Michael Jordan rookie card scam. So this is crazy. This dude, so he's an older guy. Like, he just confessed. He's 84 years old now. The FBI got involved, saying that he was conspiring to sell sports cards with others, including a graded 86-87 Fleer rookie card of Jordan during this period where all these hearings were taking place. Here's the card. This is the fake one. Note that it is a PSA 10 and in a PSA 10 holder. This dude was faking the holder, the card, all of it. It was a very, very sophisticated fraudulation. I don't think that's a word, but we're using it. I'm really committed to that. And then, for example, he sold these cards also, same deal. These cards that are in fake PSA holders, PSA 9, 10, 10, and 10. We got the triple of Bird, Magic, and Dr. J. We got the Ricky Henderson, and we got Walter Payton and Terry Bradshaw. These were sold to some guy for $310,000. And big takeaway there is this guy's a pretty seasoned collector. And one of my big takeaways from reading this article is like, hey, this can happen to anybody. This is such a sophisticated scam that I get why he fell for it. I'll see people on Facebook complaining that they sent money to a sketchy looking guy with no address and no Facebook history, and they're just astonished they didn't get the card that they'd bought. And that kind of makes me shake my head, but this one made me think, shoot, this could happen to me, it could happen to anybody. So this article is something worth checking out to, not only it highlights some of the best things you need to look for, especially in like a big dollar deal, but also what to do if something like this happens to you and how this story shook out. So I highly encourage you to read that too. Now we're going to look at Topps Finest Football. I'm not going to beat this one to death because I talked about Topps Chrome at length and have basically the same issues with Topps Finest, but it's an unlicensed product that has a very weak checklist. You're obviously buying Topps Finest with the hopes that you're going to pull a rookie autograph card of Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, Bo Nix, or Drake May, and yes, all of those guys have autographs in this box, but the set around them is pretty weak. Tom Brady has autographs in this set, I do believe, but most of the autographs and most of the base cards are just like retired guys. I'm seeing people comment on my YouTube videos like, I got a Dwayne Bowe autograph, or I got Deuce McAllister, and it's like people that we haven't thought about for a decade, and their autographs, especially unlicensed autographs, just aren't worth anything. Even if they're low numbered, they're not selling for a whole lot. So just not a very attractive set. The one redeeming element is that they're priced at like $230, so Topps is very well aware what they have. They're not charging like optic money for it. But I just bought this is a video on YouTube. I bought a Prism retail box. I didn't hit any great rookie cards, but I did get a short print, that checkerboard card of Patrick Mahomes, and I sold it on eBay for more than I paid for the box. So it's nice to be able to fall back into that. And with a set like this, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, none of those guys even have cards in this set. So you're not going to get any kind of refractors of those guys, and it makes this product very unattractive to me. Just out of curiosity, we're going to go to eBay and we're going to see what a Caleb Williams Topps Chrome autograph is selling for, particularly a non-autographed one, because if you're buying these boxes for $300 or something, my guess is best case scenario, you hit a rookie autograph of somebody like this, and some of them are selling for quite a bit. Jaden Daniels and Caleb sold for $1,100. This one is numbered to 199, sold for $355. So you have to hit one of the big four rookie quarterbacks to make your money on this box, and there's probably not going to be much other way to do it. So I would encourage you to stay away from both of the unlicensed Topps products for now. This will be a great set as soon as they have the license, and I will be very excited about it. But for now, while they're just trying to throw together a ragtag set around 4 or 5 rookie autographs that they have exclusive rights to, I'm steering clear of that. And then finally, we give away a box of cards at the end of every episode on Friday. So Greg Rice, I picked you. I'm going to leave a comment on this video March 13th. When you see this, just email me, jesse@cardlines.com. Yeah, okay, cool. Email me, jesse@cardlines.com, and let me know what your favorite sport to collect is. Email me by next Friday, and I will get a box sent out to you. Thank you all for the support. We are very close to 4,500 subscribers, which means we're really close to 5,000, if you think about it, by extension. And I have something fun planned there. We're doing a scavenger hunt. I'll just say that. So it's going to be cool. It's going to be some kind of real-world thing that I've been planning for a little bit. Be sure to hit the subscribe button if you aren't already doing so. I will see you next time.